Chris Eubank Jr. absolutely dominated the opening press conference for his fight with Conor coming up this November. Not only did he shut Eddie Hearn down in spectacular fashion again, just like the last time, but he also goes on to expose the British Boxing Board of Control over the hefty fines he received last time out, questioning where's this money going, something many people in the boxing industry have wondered for years. Buckle up because he had a lot to say here. If you appreciate us putting this stuff together, please leave us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Now let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Firstly, a quick word from Chris Eubank Jr. Chris, when you think back to April...
I'd like you to address Conor first. I think I'm just interested to hear what he's got to say.
Okay, as you wish. Firstly to you, Conor Ben. Conor, when you think about what happened in April, you always said it was the early runs that got you out of bed because you feared losing in this game. How has the reality been for you, and what have you perhaps learned about yourself since April?
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's always hard processing a loss. Nobody prepares to lose. You know, as fighters, we want to do our best, but ultimately we want to get the victory at all costs. You know, it's taught me a lot. It's taught me a lot about myself. I want to go back to the drawing board and work and learn, gain experience, and experience was gained. So no doubt, November 15th, you get a better version.
Chris, has your opinion on Conor Ben changed since the first fight, as a person, as a fighter? Do you respect him more than you did then?
What a crazy, crazy world we live in today. For my entire life as a professional fighter, I have been the villain and the bad guy. 14 years and 38 fights of people loving to hate me. But, you know, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but from what I'm seeing online nowadays and the interactions I'm having with, you know, people all over the world in the streets, I don't know if I'm that guy anymore. It's not just boxing fans that are approaching me now. It's little girls, elderly folk, housewives, people that really have nothing to do with boxing. And they are all, you know, they're all greeting me and they're all wishing me the best of luck. It's humbling. And the funny thing is, if you speak to this side of the table, Eddie Hearn will tell you, as he told the world after the fight, that Conor Ben is in fact the people's champ. I mean, wow, that is, that's incredible. Conor Ben, you did it, huh, kid? The people's champ. You know, one thing I know for sure is that, you know, Conor Ben, he put on a great fight. He went out there and he did what I did not expect him to do. But, you know, I'm going to tell you right here and now, you ain't no champ. And you most definitely ain't no people's champ, so get that out of your head. You keep letting Eddie Hearn blow smoke up your ass and you're going to end up being even more of an embarrassment than he is. These men are not men of the people. They are pretending. They're pretending to be the good guys. Wolves in sheep's clothing, if you will. They will do anything they can. They will screw over anybody they can. They will cut any corners. They will break any rules they can to try and get ahead. Ruthless, immoral, and without restraint. These men are. They did everything they could to try and destroy me in this last fight. Contract breaches, fines, rehydration clauses, sabotage weigh-in, biased commentary and refereeing.
Oh my God.
The list goes on, it's endless. Even on fight night, they blocked my team from coming to the stadium for 30 minutes. And then when I arrive, they have security walking in front of my car, trying to slow me down and stall me as much as possible to make me late.
I've never heard so much waffle
It's okay.
in all my
You're
life.
going to hear a lot more.
No, but I was, you know,
You're going to hear
Chris.
a lot more. You know, it's incredible the levels that these guys will stoop to. I finally get into the stadium. I get into my change room. I'm preparing. They're sending idiots to try and disrupt me in my changing room. We get through that. I go out there, outside these walls, and I win the fight. Now, after the fight, due to severe dehydration, I'm put in an ambulance and I have to go to hospital. I was actually so dehydrated that one of the toenails on my big toe fell off. It actually fell off. It's grown back about halfway now. But anyway, I'm in this ambulance.
Jesus, not a toenail.
I'm in the ambulance, and
You still got it?
these scumbags blocked that ambulance from leaving the stadium for 20 minutes.
By the way, this is an intrigue. I'll keep going because this is all being noted because
20
it's
minutes.
absolute waffle.
20 minutes.
Waffle.
Blocked in.
Waffle.
I'm laying there in a gurney, oxygen mask on, and the car cannot move. They will not open the gates to let us leave.
Sorry, who won't open the gates?
Now, if this was a serious injury that I had sustained, that 20 minutes of
Chris, I want to know who wouldn't open the gates. It's important.
that 20 minutes
You can't answer that, can
could
you?
have been the difference between life and death.
You talk shit, you do.
And while this was all happening, Conor Benn and Eddie Hearn are in here talking to the media, lying about how I had a broken jaw and that was the reason why I was going to hospital. Bullshit artists of the highest degree.
Chris, can we get one thing clear? Can you just confirm that you are accusing
Yes,
us?
I am
Matchroom?
Or yes,
Okay, say it.
you guys
Say
blocked
it.
me from
Say
getting
it.
out.
Say it.
You know, because
Matchroom.
who else would
Okay.
it have been?
Go on, say it.
Why was
Say it.
Why was I in an ambulance? for
Say
20 minutes?
that Matchroom
Why was
stops
I
you from
in-
going to the
Why
hospital.
was I what? So you can try and sue me with your little lawyer?
Not at all. Don't worry about that. I
Okay.
think you're talking about
Stop
the wrong guy.
interrupting me. You're not even
Say
supposed to be up here.
it. Say it.
These are the levels.
You talk shit.
These are the levels
You know.
of
We stopped you from going because your toenail was falling
that
off.
these people
Heard it
go
all
to.
now.
Eddie, the last time you were up here, you were talking about how famous and popular you were, even more famous than me.
No, that's impossible. You're the people's champ.
What? But you said it.
No, you're
said you're even
getting
more
stopped
famous
by
than me.
grannies and children who are
am.
throwing themselves at you like you're the Pope. It's incredible.
that's absolutely
And even with half a toenail.
But
I can't believe it.
the fact
But
of
that's
the matter
interesting.
is-
The fact is,
fact
you
of the matter
telling us
is-
we stopped your ambulance from
You
going to the
are
hospital.
A glorified desk jockey.
Desk jockey.
That's what you are.
Okay, that's interesting.
Living off of the back of hard-working fighters. That's what you
Yeah, of
are.
course,
So the
Rick.
fact that you can sit
Well,
up
listen.
here talking about how popular and
care about how
famous you
popular.
are,
What I don't want to have
It
is
just
someone
shows you the
lying
level
about
of-
what happened on the
it just
night
shows
to
you
try
the
and gain
level
more
of
popularity.
ego and
About your
narcissism
weight
we're
cut,
dealing with
about
here.
all the bullshit you want to
I
come
don't
out
need
with.
to make anything
You're
up.
playing
It's
the
all
victim.
documented.
You're playing
It's
the
all
victim.
documented. I'm not
And we
the
see
victim.
through you.
I won the fight.
Well done. We
There's
give you
no
the
victim
respect.
Here, I won the fight.
But don't
Against
worry,
all
you
odds.
accuse us of stopping the
Against
ambulance to going from the
everything that you
hospital.
guys
We'll
tried
see.
to do.
We'll see.
You tried to destroy me, and you did not.
You're talking about we put things in place that you signed to do.
100%.
You signed.
You tried and you failed, and you're going to fail again this time.
We'll
you guys
see.
are going to do all your little tricks and do all the things.
Loads
you
of
can
tricks.
To try and get
Like
in my
Paul
head
Daniels over here. It's
and derail
unbelievable.
me. It's not going to work.
We'll see.
Okay.
But you don't talk shit about things that you want to
the truth.
fantasize about. It's not.
I know the truth
No,
is
it's
hard
not.
for you to hear.
Listen, you've already accused us of stopping your ambulance from going to the hospital. That's fair enough. We'll see.
That's what happened.
We'll see.
That's what happened.
Okay, we will see, my friend.
Listen, you've never had a hard day's work in your life.
All right,
so I don't
okay.
know why you're talking to me.
And you've only had one.
You think,
And that was the last time. Let me tell you, you're going to have a real hard night's work on November 15th.
Your multi-million-pound estate, writing up contracts to fleece fighters out of as much
We'll
money as
see,
you can.
Chris.
That's
We'll
what you
see.
think hard days
We will
work.
see. Of your
Flying around on
accusations,
jets to
you
different
shall.
countries,
We will see.
Talking about how
You
great
talk
other
shit.
men are.
We see through your games.
You don't know about
Mr.
blood,
Popularity.
sweat, and
You
tears.
don't give a shit about
You don't know
anyone
about
or
blood,
nothing.
Sweat and tears. You know about
All
how
right,
to
Chris.
use people.
We'll see.
That's the man you are.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
We will see.
We will.
Take my hat off to him, you know, because you need a dancing partner, and he was that for me. Did I underestimate him? I did. I genuinely thought I'd knock him out 3-4 rounds on my heart. You know, that's well, Chris, shut up, mate. That's what I genuinely believed. You know, so I underestimated him, but you know, he gave me one hell of a fight, and it was one hell of a fight. And yeah, I'm excited for next time round, to be honest, mate.
Well, let's hear from...
You know, this was the first time in my life that I've ever seen a fighter lose and then go on some type of victory tour, this guy.
No, there was
this
no
guy
victory.
was
there
going
was
to
no,
events.
There was no victory tour.
Interviews.
Listen, we were
buying cars.
No, that was your car that you gave me. That was the 500 grand for your unprofessionalism that gave me that car.
You flew over to America. You're taking pictures of people. Oh, I'm so grateful for the love and the support the fans are showing me. You're going on like you won. You do understand you lost, right?
Do you want me to finish?
He had all 10 toenails, though.
You do understand you lost, right? I mean,
I was ready. Well, listen, Chris. The reality is, while you were sipping through for a straw, I was back in the gym after the fight, ready for September 20th. Why was you not ready? We was locked in September 20th. So if you want to talk about a little tour, I was training meanwhile. What were you doing?
I was living life, my friend.
Exactly. So what you just said, stupid. What you just said, stupid.
You were ready.
Listen. I don't care. Ultimately, we fight November 15th, mate. And yeah, November 15th. It was supposed to be September 20th, but your unprofessionalism and your unprofessional team weren't ready.
I don't need to fight you when you want to fight. You lost. I don't need you.
No,
it wasn't when he wanted to fight.
It's not when I wanted. It's when everybody wanted. When Turk Sheikh wanted. When the whole team had agreed and arranged for the fight to happen. You know what happens when you have an agreement? Do you know what happens? You know when you sign a contract. Do you know what that is?
I didn't sign a contract.
Do you know what that is?
To fight you on
Do you know what that is?
I signed to rematch you. I didn't sign.
Do you know what that is?
So
do you know what an agreement is?
The date is perfect.
But do you know what an agreement is? Do you understand?
No, I don't know what agreement is. What is it?
Well, you're an idiot. That's why.
Yeah, all right.
Promoter Eddie Hearn, let's see how you get on here this evening. Despite the setback for Conor Benn in April, what do you believe changed about the way he is seen within the boxing world?
Well, just firstly, Jamie, obviously, just a couple of... You might... Just going to say 30 seconds about Ricky Hatton.
No, there's no 30 seconds.
Chris, 1 second.
You know the drill.
Chris.
You know the drill. I'm not going to...
You are some arsehole, you are.
Anything you say.
Okay, then don't listen to any...
I'm a bad guy.
No.
I'm in this.
All I was going to do was say a few words about Ricky Hatton. Okay, I won't say anything about...
Let's move on with the press conference.
You're an arsehole. You talk shit. You get what's coming to you. It doesn't matter. You can do that.
We know
anyway,
the drill. Let's move on.
Okay.
You know what? I want to talk about something else. Forget Eddie. I want to talk about the British Boxing Board of Control. And more specifically, a man by the name of Robert Smith. This is the big boss behind the scenes, the head honcho, the man with all the power that controls everything that goes on in professional boxing inside of the United Kingdom.
Jeez.
This guy's a big deal. He really is. Now, this idiot allowed a room full of media and cameramen into my private weigh-in the day before the fight.
Is this when you were sabotaged again?
The time that it took to get these people out contributed to me missing the weight.
Chris, you turned up over an hour late.
And getting fined 500k.
You turned up over an hour late.
He let Conor Benn fight in gloves filled with horsehair, knowing that it was a direct breach of the contract I had for this fight. On fight night, he personally escorted an arch nemesis of mine, Billy Joe Saunders, to my changing room.
So boring.
To disrupt and try and ruin my preparations for the biggest fight of my life. So, and then afterwards, he gets into the ring and is trying to shake my hand and congratulate me. I mean, the ball's on this guy. It's viciously clear for me to see that this toad is nothing more than a puppet and a pawn I think he is in the back pockets of Matchroom.
Wow, another one that's got it in for you.
Absolutely.
You are so unlucky with everything.
So
I mean,
unfortunately, just another scumbag in this.
Oh wow, you're calling the chairman of the British Boxing Board of Control a scumbag
we
now.
find ourselves
The
in.
mask is slipping, Christopher.
It's unfortunate.
Okay.
Now, continuing on from that, the board, the British Boxing Board of Control, they opened several investigations into some of the things I did in the lead up to the fight. No investigations, by the way, into why my ambulance was stopped from leaving the stadium for 20 minutes, but I guess trying to find out why I was talking about being in a sauna before the fight is much more important. Anyway, the board have graciously awarded me with a multitude of fines over the last 6 months. And my question is, where is this money going? You know, the Boxing Board of Control, they're supposed to be supporting the foundations and governing the community of boxing in Great Britain. So in my eyes, the money that I was being fined should be going to the community, should be going to kids that can't afford equipment. It should be going to local gyms. The money should be going to fighters who have suffered injuries, medical bills. But as far as I can see it, that's not happening. The money simply seems to be lining the pockets of fat cats on the board, like Robert Smith. Don't worry, Ben, it's okay. And, you know, it's sad to see. So I'm asking you guys, the media, to shine a light on this situation and find out where is all this money going? Because it's not going to the community, I'll tell you that now. Just food for thought.
BBBoC, as Chris said, congratulations on a wonderful victory with Bud Crawford over the weekend, but back involved in Team Eubank for this fight. When did that all come about, and what do you think of this man here, Conor Benn, as a challenge?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks for, you know, this great event. I'm happy to be a part of. How it came about was just by a phone call, and after I watched the first fight, and when they called for the second fight, we tried to get together for the first fight, but the timing wasn't right. When they called, it was a no-brainer. So I'm just happy to be here, be a part of a historical fight.
How much better do you believe your man, Chris Eubank Jr., can be in this fight?
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is no knock on them over there, I believe it's going to be a little bit easier this time. For the simple fact he already got his number. It's hard to get away from when somebody already done beat your ass. That's hard because it's already stuck in your head.
They said I'm too old, Coach. They said I don't want it anymore. They said I'm washed up.
And they're going to find out.
That's right.
Eddie Hearn is more popular than Chris Eubank Jr. because he has his own Netflix documentary.
That's good news. Chris can watch that tonight. 6 episodes.
Yeah. We all know about that, how you're postering me all over your trailers.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that doesn't deserve to be here and you're using me in all your trailers.
I know.
It's okay.
You made me a lot of money in that documentary.
One thing you're not going to do is promote that.
One thing was amazing, that we got the People's Champ.
So
You got 6 episodes, 5 hours of working where you can pull your plonker off in Brighton all night to that. You would be loving
a
it.
scumbag promoter uses other fighters
blocks ambulances,
to propel yourself into the limelight.
loses toenails,
You're so
everything.
famous, you talk more than your fighters do. Look at you.
That's my job.
Conor hasn't said a word.
He don't want to say it because he's bored listening to you about Robert Smith moaning like a baby as the mask slips.
I'm talking.
Jamie, over to you. I'm talking. Be quiet.
You
shut your mouth down there.
And nobody wants to hear you talk. No one wants to hear
Netflix.
about
It's
you.
out now. Enjoy the episodes. Thank you.
No one's going to watch it, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.
What was Conor's undoing in April?
What was his undoing? I'm a better fighter than him. They keep talking about weight. He hasn't fought at welterweight for nearly 4 years. How many times did you hear Terence Crawford talking about the weight divisions he's coming up, fighting Canelo, who's fought at light heavyweight? And there was no rehydration clauses in that fight. So it's pretty embarrassing the amount of times that these guys consistently talk about weight. It had nothing to do with the weight. I am the better, more experienced, more dedicated fighter. That's why he didn't beat me, and that's why he shall not beat me in November.
How do you do it, Conor? How do you beat Chris Eubank Jr.?
Let's greed. You know, when I had him hurt in there, I mean, he's going to say I didn't have him hurt. When I thought I had him hurt, you know, I was just too greedy in there, looking for the headshots. Game plan went out the window as soon as I hit him in the third round. It was a matter of, it felt like I was always one punch away from closing the show. And I was looking for that one punch, you know, and yeah, he looked vulnerable in there. He looked vulnerable. So at some stages he looked old, and you know, I was too busy going in there trying to hurt him over getting the wins.
What makes you laugh, Chris, when you hear that?
Old and vulnerable, and this old man's talking about he wobbled me 4 or 5 times.
Well, you just got to watch it. You just got to watch the fight. You just got to watch the fight. At no stage did you hurt me in there.
The delusion of these guys.
Well, just watch it. It's not delusion if you can physically see it, Chris.
It's breathtaking. It really is. You know, yes, you caught me with a few shots. Was I out on my feet?
Mate, you was in hospital for 3 days sipping food for a straw. That's what you were doing, so stop all this silly talk.
When
you was in hospital, I was in the gym.
Severe dehydration, you have to be treated.
Okay. How much did you weigh then? Listen, that's what you guys agreed. That's what you guys agreed. You guys agreed the 10-pound rehydration. We said, well, regardless was agreed with your team are idiots then, aren't they? Because that's what they agreed. You see, my team had my best interest at heart. They obviously done yours, because if that's done that much damage, you'd bring it up now. Why not bring it now? You wanted to talk about it, it wasn't even a topic of discussion, Chris.
I'm not here to talk about it.
Well, exactly, so then stop moaning about it.
Please.
That's you guys.
Stop moaning about it.
You guys moan about it.
We're good, Chris.
I'm here to fight.
We ain't moaned about it once. All we hear is you moaning, Chris.
I haven't moaned about it.
I feel flattered that you brought a new trainer in. I feel flattered that you brought BBBoC in, because I know you need it. And he's a great coach. You're a great coach, BBBoC, and I've got love for you, mate, but you can't polish a turd. Apologies.
One sentence prediction, Conor. Just finally, one sentence.
Listen, ain't a final prediction. I ain't going to go in there and try and render him unconscious as much as I'd love to. I'm going to go in there and do the best I can with what I can, and be disciplined in there. For me, that's experience gained, and really use that experience and the lessons learned from the first fight.
And for you, Chris, final sentence. What happens in the rematch? How do you do it?
Again, the parliamentary will be the procedure.
The master's gone.
Chris, didn't you?
The master will be the matador. This man will be the bull.
Thank you for your TED talk, Chris. This has been a pleasure.
He will be running around that
You've had a
ring,
stinker.
trying to employ all the new techniques, and I don't want to go out there and wear my heart on my sleeve and win my punches, so I'm going to box and we're going to have this strategy. All of that stuff is going to go out of the window as soon as that first little right hand connects on his chin. And after that, we're going to have fun in there, baby, like I always do. The procedure will be parliamentary. You guys will see.
So there you have it. Chris is angry and bitter about the actions from Team Ben and the Board of Control. He's probably going to face legal action again after this, but a lot of what he said has merit, so we'll see what happens. I'm not happy about the rehydration clause that is still in place. I think rehydration clauses should be banned from boxing, but Chris agreed to it, so we have to accept it. How do you guys think this fight will play out? Can Conor make the adjustments needed to overcome Eubank, or will this just be an easier night at the office for Chris Eubank Jr.? Leave your predictions in the comments below, and thank you for watching.